What's going on everyone, Rich Lee here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the future of Atletico Madrid. Now, just like all of the other future of videos that I've been doing in this series, I've simmed forward 5 years into the future, haven't used player training whatsoever, so the player growth here is all natural, and I have of course signed players throughout the 5 seasons, so there'll be a few new faces in the squad, and of course a few players will have moved on as well. I'll show them in the squad report as well. I'll go through the current Atletico Madrid squad, and then I'll show a list of all the players that have moved on that haven't yet retired, and yeah, show everyone that was involved at some point in this team. As always, there will be a poll in the top right hand corner of your screen, and you can vote for the next team that I do in this series. Anyway though, if you're enjoying these future of videos, make sure you smash that like button, and if you're new around here, please do subscribe whilst you're at it as well. I'm posting career mode content most days, so if you enjoy career mode content, hit that subscribe button and you'll make sure that you don't miss any of my future videos. Anyway though, let's get into the squad report and let's take a look at the future of Atletico Madrid. First of all then, we got David De Gea. Born in Madrid, started out his career at Atletico Madrid, and in the 4th season, I decided to bring him back to the club. Jan Oblak was unhappy, and I thought he was going to leave, but as it turned out, he decided to stay, and we ended up having both David De Gea and Jan Oblak. So we got 92 rated De Gea and 91 rated Oblak. But anyway, David De Gea is an absolutely insane goalkeeper, 30 years old, and look at those stats: 91 reactions, 93 kicking, and he just looks like an absolute beast. And Oblak isn't so bad either, 91 rated at 28, 89 reactions, 89 kicking, 86 diving, 91 handling and positioning, as well as 88 reflexes. Made 46 appearances, got a 7.1 average rating, and he looks amazing. Andre Moreira has potential of 80, and just like Oblak and De Gea, he was able to hit that full potential. He got up to an 80 rating in this 5th and final season, still only 25 years old, very nice stats there, and a solid backup player. Whilst Axel Werner has potential of 84, but he did go up by 11 ratings in 5 seasons, and without player training, that's not too bad at all. Manquillo is 82 rated at 27, which is his full potential, and he looks pretty decent. Lukas Hernandez is 85 rated at 25, has potential of 87, but he did go up by 9 ratings, and he's still quite young as well, so if we would sim forward a few more seasons, I'm sure he'd hit that 87 rating. And as I said before, no player training here, so if you were using player training, he could easily hit his full potential or even go beyond it within 5 seasons. 39 appearances, 6.7 average rating, and to be honest, that's a little bit disappointing. Aymeric Laporte is 87 rated at the age of 27, has potential of 88, so unfortunately he wasn't quite able to hit that, but an 87 rating isn't too bad at all, and he has some very nice stats there, including 93 stand tackling and 89 slide tackling. Savic is 86 rated at 30, which is his full potential, and again, looks like a very solid centre-back. He got a 6.9 average rating, whilst Matteo Musacchio made 57 appearances, got a 7.0 average, and again, just look at all those green stats. He looks like an absolute monster of a centre-back. Velasquez is 82 rated at 27, and that is beyond his full potential, has potential of 81, so very good to see that. 90 slide tackling, 82 stand tackling, 88 jumping, and 18 appearances, 6.7 average. Diego Godin is on the decline now. He's down to a 78 rating. Still got a 6.9 average, which isn't too bad at all. But yeah, his stats have dropped off massively, and he now only has 35 sprint speed. Theo Hernandez is 83 rated at the age of 23. Has potential of 86, but he did go up by 11 ratings, and he's still only 23 years old, so plenty of growth left in him, and to be honest, he looks very good anyway. Only an 83 rating, but those stats look very decent. Sprint speed at 90, acceleration at 93, decent ball control, decent crossing, dribbling, finishing is atrocious, but he is a left back, and yeah, very good tackling stats right there as well. Matthias Kranevitter has potential of 85, so didn't quite hit that. But Thomas went beyond his potential, has potential of 82, but got up to an 83 rating. He's a bit on the slow side, but 90 strength, 92 slide tackling, 91 stand tackling, and as a CDM, he looks like a beast. Koke got to an 88 rating, which is his full potential, and has a lot of green stats there. 27 appearances, 6.7 average. I would have expected a bit better. While Saul got up to an 89 rating, also has potential of 88, but was able to go beyond that. 10 goals in 49 appearances, 7.1 average rating, and again, look at all those green stats. Granit Xhaka was brought in from Arsenal. He's 88 rated at the age of 28, has potential of 87, but was able to go beyond that. Again, some very good stats, and got a 7.0 average. Unhappy as he didn't make many appearances, but it's very tough to get into this team. There are a lot of absolutely incredible centre mids, and unfortunately, although Granit Xhaka is absolutely amazing, so are all of the other centre mids, such as Oliver Torres, who is also 88 rated and still only 26 years old. He has potential of 86, so went well beyond that. 36 appearances, 6 goals, and again, very nice stats. Leon Goretzka is the lowest rated centre mid in this squad. He's only 87 rated, but in most teams he would walk into the squad. Look at those stats, absolutely insane. Yet, alongside Torres, Xhaka, Saul and Koke, he is the lowest quality player, which is pretty crazy really. He's only got 86 potential, well I say only, in this team it wouldn't be good enough, but he did go beyond that, got to an 87, and unfortunately for him, it still wasn't really good enough. He's still only the 5th best central midfielder in this squad and only got a 6.2 average rating. Yannick Carrasco got to his full potential of 88, 43 appearances, 9 goals, 7.3 average rating, and looks very good. Whilst Julian Draxler was brought in from Germany with potential of 87, and he managed to get up to a 90 rating, so one of the very best players in this squad. Amazing stats. 13 goals, 13 assists, and a 7.3 average rating. Bernard Mensah has potential of 80, but unfortunately, he was only able to hit a 78. Henrique is 80 rated at the age of 23, has potential of 83, but he did go up by 14 ratings in 5 seasons, and he's still pretty young as well, so plenty of room to develop, and he could easily go well beyond that 83 potential. Nabil Fekir is 88 rated at the age of 27, potential of 87, so went beyond that, has 85 acceleration and sprint speed, 95 agility, 97 ball control, 97 dribbling, and can play on the right wing or as a striker. Very good stats for either position, 22 goals in 48 appearances, and looks like a very good player to use in the game. Jesus Corona is 86 rated at the age of 28, and just like a lot of players in this squad, whilst he'd walk into most teams, he only made 7 appearances for Atletico Madrid because they're just so stacked. 3 goals in those 7 appearances though, 7.1 average rating. Very unhappy due to his lack of game time, but look at those stats. He looks very well suited to that right wing position and would be a very good player to use in the game. He even has 93 finishing, which for a winger is absolutely ridiculous. Moving on to Vieto then, has potential of 86 and he got up to an 88 rating. With 90 acceleration, 84 sprint speed, 88 finishing, 95 dribbling, 94 ball control, 90 long shots, 99 volleys, very good passing stats as well, and looks like a very good all-round striker. 10 goals in 30 appearances, very nice indeed. Whilst Griezmann is now 30 years old and on the decline, but he still managed to score 19 goals in 54 appearances with a 7.3 average rating, which is pretty decent. As I said before, on the decline now, which is a bit disappointing, but still, nonetheless, an absolutely superb striker. Correa is 88 rated at the age of 26, which is his full potential, but as you can see there, in this 5th and final season, he was still growing, and he's now got 98 dribbling, 99 long shots, 99 volleys, 89 finishing, and he scored 12 goals in 39 appearances. Whilst Aguero is on the decline now, he went down by 3 ratings in this 5th season, only scored 3 goals in 24 appearances, and as you can see there, his physical stats have dropped off massively, but he still does have 90 finishing. Rafael Bohr has potential of 84, but he only got to an 81. 89 acceleration and sprint speed though, 82 finishing, and looks pretty decent. Whilst Keita Balde Diao is 86 rated at the age of 26, has potential of 87, so didn't quite reach that, but very good stats for a winger. 97 acceleration, 96 sprint speed, 96 dribbling, 91 ball control, 7 goals in 19 appearances, not too bad at all. And finally then we got Diego Yota, 86 rated at 24, still improving, had potential of 85, so went beyond that, and that's very good to see. Doesn't really get first team football, but looks very good indeed. Look at those stats: 99 agility, 90 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, 91 finishing, and he could definitely play as a winger or as a striker with that finishing. And we're moving on to the players that have left the club now, and first up we've got Miguel Moya, currently at Bournemouth, 73 rated, and he's now 37 years old. Whilst Bernabé, unfortunately we don't have a report on him, but he's at Mallorca. Gonzalez is a 72 rated right back. This dude is now at Villarreal, not going to try and pronounce his name, but 82 rated at 29. Jose Maria Jimenez decided that he wanted to leave the club, and that's why we brought in Laporte. Jimenez left the club without me even realising. As I'm simming forward, I didn't notice that he became unhappy and wanted to leave. The board sold him without my approval, and he ended up at Bayern. He's 88 rated at 26, and looks brilliant. Juan Moreno is now at Numancia. Thiago was brought in for a couple of seasons and then he returned to Germany to play for Schalke. Gaetan is 79 rated at 33 and he's currently playing for Chelsea. Churchy is now Udinese. Kevin Gamero was sold on to Villarreal. Roberto Nunes was sold to Numancia. Fernando Torres is currently playing his trade in Belgium, and he is now 66 rated at the age of 37. And finally we got the Argentinian striker Mauro Icardi. Now, as Diego Simeone is Argentinian himself and did play for Inter in his career, I thought it would make sense for him to go after Icardi, so I brought him into the club. But unfortunately, despite the fact that he's 87 rated, he wasn't good enough to get into this team. There's just so many strikers at Atletico Madrid, and therefore Icardi wasn't getting game time, possibly not even getting on the bench at times. So yeah, sold him on in this 5th and final season, and he is now at Bayern. And if everyone was fully fit, this is the starting 11 that I go with Griezmann and Vieto up front. Griezmann's 5'9" and Vieto's 5'8", so pretty short, but Draxler is 6'2", he provides a bit of height at cam. We've got Carrasco on the left, Fekir on the right, Saul and Koke through the middle, and then Laporte, Hernandez and Savic at the back, with 92 rated David De Gea in goal. And of course, we've got a very capable backup keeper as well in the form of Oblak, who is 91 rated himself. Not a bad backup option at all. Musacchio's not too bad either, 85 rated. Then we've got the 88 centre mids of Xhaka and Torres on the bench as well, 86 rated wingers, and another short striker in the form of Angel Correa, 5'9", and he could alternate with Vieto in that starting 11. And the reserves aren't too bad either. Again, a very short striker in the form of Aguero. If I was playing through this career mode for myself, I'd probably invest in a big man, but yeah, all of these players at striker are either 5'8" or 5'9", bit short, maybe a bit of a problem if you want to cross the ball into the box, but in terms of simulation, not really an issue. Time to take a look at what the Atletico Madrid team was able to accomplish in these 5 seasons of simulation now then, and in the first season, the board expected Atleti to finish in the top 4, to reach the Champions League final, and the Copa del Rey semi-final as well. They went beyond expectation in the Copa del Rey as they beat Barcelona 5-4 on penalties in the final. They came second in the league behind Real Madrid. Real Madrid finished on 86 points, Atletico Madrid finished on 80, so yeah, not too bad. In the Champions League, they got knocked out at the quarter-final stage, and Real Madrid beat Barcelona 1-0 in the final. Juventus won the Europa League as they beat St Etienne 2-1 in the final. Griezmann and Carrasco both scored 21 goals, and Draxler got 15 assists. And as I said before, Real Madrid finished top of the table with 86 points. Atletico Madrid came second with 80. Villarreal finished third on 71. And in 4th place, also on 71 points, was Sevilla. with Barcelona missing out on the Champions League as they finished in 5th place with only 70 points. And in the second season, Atletico Madrid were expected to win the league, which they did, but they're also expected to reach the Copa del Rey final and the Champions League final as well. They got knocked out of the semi-final stage in both tournaments. Celta Vigo won the Copa del Rey, they beat Levante 1-0 in the final. Man City beat Bayern 1-0 in the Champions League final, and in Europa League, St Etienne beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. Griezmann was the best player for Atletico Madrid with 31 goals and 18 assists. And in terms of the top 4, Atletico Madrid finished top with 85 points, Real Madrid was second with 80, Barcelona third with 79, and in 4th place were Villarreal with 77 points. And in the third season, the board were now expecting Atletico Madrid to win the treble. They did win the Champions League for the first time as they beat Real Madrid 2-1 in the final, but unfortunately they were beaten in the Copa del Rey final by Real Madrid 1-0, and in the league they finished in 2nd place behind Barcelona. So in 3 seasons, the league title has now been won by 3 different teams: Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. The Europa League was won by Spurs as they beat Chelsea 2-1 in the final. Draxler scored the most goals for Atletico Madrid with 22. Griezmann got the most assists with 16. Barcelona finished top with 87 points. Atletico Madrid was second with 79. Real Madrid were third with 71. And in 4th place was Sevilla with 69 points. And in the 4th season, the Atletico Madrid squad was now better than ever. And to be honest, I expected them to win the treble. The board expected it as well, but in the Champions League, they got knocked out at the round of 16. In simulation, anything can happen, and yeah, that has to be seen as a massive disappointment, to be honest. They did win the league title though, and they won the Copa del Rey as they beat Barcelona 2-1 in the final. In the Champions League, Barcelona beat Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 in the final, and over in the Europa League, Villarreal beat Liverpool 4-3 on penalties. Griezmann scored 41 goals for Atletico Madrid, whilst Draxler provided 14 assists. And in terms of the top 4, Atletico Madrid got a massive 98 points. Barcelona came second with 88, which any other season would have been enough to win the title. Real Madrid were third with 81. And in 4th place were Malaga with 75 points. And after winning the Champions League in the 4th season, Barcelona somehow managed to slip back to 8th place in this 5th and final season. Atletico Madrid won their 3rd title in 5 seasons, Sevilla was 2nd, Real Madrid 3rd, and Valencia finished in 4th. With Kevin De Bruyne now at Real Madrid scoring the most goals, Anthony Martial now at Real Madrid providing the most assists, and Oblak keeping the most clean sheets. And Barcelona might have finished 8th in the table in the end, but they got off to a decent start as they beat Atletico Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup, but ultimately in the Copa del Rey, Atletico Madrid were the best team as they beat Celta Vigo 2-0 in the final. Sisto scored the most goals in the cup, Mina, Sandro and Sanabria all provided the same amount of assists, and Oblak kept the most clean sheets. Whilst in the Champions League, Atletico Madrid knocked out Chelsea, Bayern and Juventus as they went on to beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-0 in the final. Real Madrid won it once, Barcelona won it once, Man City won it once, but Atletico Madrid, in 5 seasons of simulation, won the Champions League twice. Insigne and Çalhanoğlu scored the most goals in the Champions League, Choupo-Moting and Draxler provided the most assists, whilst Farman kept the most clean sheets. And for those that are interested, the Europa League was also won by a Spanish team, as Villarreal beat Lazio 1-0 in the final, with Entep scoring the most goals, Felipe Anderson providing the most assists, and Stokes' Jack Butland keeping the most clean sheets. And I'll finish off the video there, so don't forget to vote in the poll for the next team that I do in this series if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you again next time.